Hi guys, so basically this video I'm going to focus on the blues and the LTs. Alright, first of all, let me ask you guys, Stephanie in particular, what are the main two setups that I've talked about of late, right? We're not going to talk about the new system that I've done quite a few videos on that, but what are the main two setups? Flipped BB bands, 15-minute flip BB bands, 15-minute blues. Okay, Stephanie? Right? So I've said for years that though the everything that happens on the lower time frames happens on the bigger time frames as well. So you're just moving that over. Flipped BB bands on the LTs, LT blues. Okay, they work exactly the same way. Okay. Um I did a video a while back here, flipped LT BB bands and 15-minute second moves. Okay, this one's basically gonna be LT blues and 15-minute second moves. Okay, so Stephanie, if you need to read anything, I think you've already watched. Sorry, I think you've already watched the Moneymaker setups, which is all about flipped BB bands, and that one there, flipped LT BB bands and 15-minute second moves. This one will be blues and 15-minute second moves. Hans, by the way, is doing brilliantly this 15-minute second moves, Stephanie, and he's using blues, and he would be using flipped BB bands as well. Okay, but at the moment I think he's had a great week on the max plan, just incorporating that part of the video there, 15-minute second moves with LT blues. All right, so first of all, let me show you. Okay, well, it's not opening. Why for you not open? Oh, you are open. Sorry, wrong one, guys. All right, okay, right. Flipped BB band there, 15-minute second move or third move, basically, because you could have been in here, bang. Okay, second move there. This is the one that Hans took the other night, Stephanie, right? And this happened before 11 o'clock, right? That one, I think that was the 10:30, and then that was the 11 at the where is it now? That was the 11. He waited for the blue, and I think the 1 hour blue there appeared here, somewhere here, right? And then he waited for that second move, bang, he took 38 pips on it, even against that. But look, Stephanie, sometimes if you go with a flipped up BB band or a big time orange line like the daily there, look at that for the second move there. Okay, and yes, Stephanie, you can wait for the next 15-minute candle to start if you want. When that started wicking there, you should have been thinking, yeah, this is going. Okay, you can see the wick on it, that candle there. There, see it? So once that started to wick, yeah, it's going. Boom. Okay. Right, let's move on again. As I say, you can see them everywhere. Look at this one, it bounced here, there, and then started to wick. Very next candle, as soon as the next candle started, boom, gone. Second move, 15-minute flip down for, oh, sorry, where was we? Flip down, broke the flip down, 1 hour BB band, and bang. Didn't need LT blues because it was only a 1 hour BB band, but it had the 15-minute. It created a lower high. All right, Steph. All right, that's the kind of thing to look for. All right. Again, here, flip down, 8 hour BB band, 1 hour blue. Okay, and look, Steph, perfect again. Wait out the bounce here. Next candle start, get in, second move, and there was even a third move there because it was an 8 hour flip down BB band. Okay, and again, look, perfect again. And if you can do this, Stephanie, if you can wait, and the way you use the blues, darling, is similar, the same way here as you would here. If it's only a 1 hour, and I'll show you one in a minute, excuse me, flipped BB band, then a 15 blue will be enough. If it's ranging and the price is just going like this off the 1 hour BB bands, bang, 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 15 blues, okay. But when you're breaking big BB bands or flip down big BB bands like these, it needs help. And that's how you use the blues, darling. And as I say, if you can be patient, Stephanie, and just let this happen, even if you miss a move and it comes down here, fine. You know, sometimes that happens. You just got to accept it. All right. But if you can be patient and wait for it, you will win every single day. As I say, Hans has won this week by waiting for this second move, right? Yes, he didn't take as many pips on Friday as he perhaps should have, but he's at an extremely high lot size at the moment. Okay, and he still did 14 pips. You put that on the max plan. I think he said he was 20% up. That's a fifth. He earned a fifth of his account on the max plan in one day. Okay, you don't have to do the max plan, Stephanie. What I would advise with this move is start on, say, I don't know, maybe a euro a pip, and then for the week, and then the next week go to €2 a pip maybe. But I'll tell you now, Stephanie, if you wait for these second moves, right, you would have had at least one winner here. I mean, it was an 8-hour BB band, so you should be thinking at least 2 trades, second move and third move. I would have been definitely in this third move based on the fact that was an 8-hour flip down BB band. Okay, right, crack on again. It's just recognizing what blues do, and all you have to do, Stephanie, is say to yourself, okay, there's a lot of big time blues there. I'll show you, because I have, thanks to BT, by the way. Cheers, mate. I have got Thursday and Friday's recordings, and they're the ones we're going to look at. Okay. Excuse me. But all you have to do, Stephanie, is use a second move, right, with the big time frame blues on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, that's all you have to do, and if you do that, then you're going to be safe trading the blues. That's all you have to do with the blues. Okay, crack on again here. This is like one of them that I said, I mentioned earlier, Stephanie. When they go. Okay, just wait. You're just waiting for the pullback there. That's a rule too. If you live by these 2 rules here, Stephanie, right? If you just have them, but make that the 15-minute orange line because of big time frame blues. This is what I'm saying. This is what it's all about. Reversing strong moves are trend, right? With a golden ticket setup, yep, LT blues, okay, and rule 2, on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, you will win every day, Stephanie, I promise you. Right, so there again, you're above the 15-minute orange line, pulls back, 1 trade, because it's daily orange line, 2 trades. It even went a third and probably even more. Okay, and that was all based on the fact that it was the daily orange line with the trend. Okay, broke the 8-hour BB band there, got a blue. Okay, you had to wait for the second move. Look, here's the first move, Steph. This is what I'm saying. First move there, bang, you would have lost if you took that. Okay, so then you waited again for the first move over, rule 2's in as well, bang, there's your trade, there's your trade, there's your trade. You've got to be patient, trust me. You've got to, but if you get this, like Hans is showing, if you get this right, you can win every day, and sooner or later, Stephanie, you'll get, with the amount of hours trading we have now, you'll get 2 trades a day. Right, and you should be thinking, you'll get maybe a 30 pipper plus maybe a 40 pipper. All right, and again, Stephanie, when you're at something like €10 a pip in, say, 4 or 5 weeks' time, you're looking at 500 a day easy. Okay, and that's just waiting for that second move, being patient and waiting for it. Okay, all right, so there is one that I wanted to show you where it was messy on the 1 hours. Boom, 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 boom again. Look here, Steph. On this particular day here, first move, you'd have taken this one down here. Second move. Probably had a 1 hour blue there with it. It's disappeared, but then reappeared here. Alright. So you had 1-0 there, then first move, this pulls back here, starts wicking. Second move, 2-0. That's your 2-0, that's you done for the day, and you didn't risk the first move, Steph. Okay, look at all the blues here and how they work. Right. Oh, there it is, look. See? No 1 hour blues, 1 hour reds appearing, but no 1 hour blues. Right, because it's just, look, bang, 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 and that's when the 15-minute blues are like, gold. That's the ranging market, Stephanie. When this time frame doesn't make sense, signals, appearing and disappearing. Excuse me, guys, full of a cold, as you know. This is when, it's ranging, and that's when 15-minute blues really do work. Yes, eventually one will break out. Don't worry about that. It happens. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's crack on. All right. So I'm gonna. This obviously, showing you about this bit here. I'm gonna show you a couple of recordings, and they were Thursday and Friday, Stephanie. When them blues appeared Thursday, when it kind of buggered you up, wasn't it? Okay. And what I was trying to say to you in that little video I sent you, Stephanie, right, is that if you fancied the GU down, you had to wait. You can't be taking the GU down here. Okay, I think you know that. And because of the strength of this move, you should be thinking, well, it'll probably react at the 1 hour orange line. All right, and if you're at the 1 hour orange line, generally you should be looking for a flipped BB band, right, on the 15-minute time frame. All right, so we're going to get to that point. Again, this was the second move. This is why, when you had them blues there, Steph, this is why I say now, if you look for the second move on the 15-minute time frame, it's safe, because you had a situation here where it went up, it probably had a signal and then disappeared. Right, but the second move with all them blues, where's it going? 1 hour orange line. That's your trade there, Steph. And then again, you will take it back down off the 1 hour orange line. All right, the blues to me are the ultimate signal, guys, because they basically do what they say they're going to do. Okay, as I'll show you. Look, you had a red yellow here. Well, he went to the orange line and then bang, back up. No blues there. Well, blues, they turn price around. Okay, let's have a look. There was the trade, Steph. Second move. So you had that, then you were waiting for the 1 hour orange line with a flipped down 15-minute BB band there. So you could either got in straight away, or you could have let it bounce here, take the second move. Okay, it's just it's the way I use the blues. All right, and I think Hans now recognises the second move here is the one for him, and he's benefiting big time from it, Steph. And again, you could be thinking up here again with the blues. This is why I mentioned this a few times, guys, about trend versus bias. So the trend on this particular day was violently down because of the interest rate decisions. Okay, and then blues are the bias. Okay, that's the way to look at it. What are these four in particular saying? Them there. They're saying down, then that should be considered your trend. Right? But then if you get a bias, because that's what will happen, right? To turn this around, it needed signals, and it was blues. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so anyway, you didn't get a second move. It just kept coming down. So, okay. Right, so, you know me now. Right, you know what I know about these blues. Outside daily, yes, it's a strong setup. But this is what I said would happen. I said it'd go to the 1 hour orange line, hit a wall, bounce. Then it will go to the 4 hour orange line, hit the wall, bounce. Okay, and then I think I said it'd go to the 8 hour orange line. Okay, and that is exactly what happened, as I'll show you on Friday. Okay, there you go. Look, it went to the 4 hour orange line, bounced again. Now this move here, guys, okay, is an FP. This is why this, instead of just stopping somewhere here and going up from here to the 8 hour orange line, it's why it broke right down to the BB band again, because it was NFP, had a spurt, and then just went boom, 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 all the way eventually to the daily orange line. Okay, but this again, Stephanie, is because this is what I'm saying about blues. This is what they do. Hit the 1 hour orange line, as I've shown you, bounced. Hit the 4 hour orange line, bounced. 8 hour orange line, it bounces a bit, and then again up to the daily orange line. Okay, this is what blues do. All right, and bang, there. Okay, and again now look, you bounce again here. 8 hour orange line, broke 4 hour BB band, it's a bounce. So where's it going? 1 hour orange line, right, and then back up, probably at the most here, because there's only a 15 blue involved. But anyway, yeah, so let's crack on and show you. Stephanie, if you, I'm going to pause it there, guys, right, because the bounce was over at the 1 hour orange line. If you fancied it up from there, which you had every right, you had a really strong bias that had kicked in, that was the bounce over. Okay, this here flipped up 5 minute BB band, excuse me, gone back up again. Okay, perfect. It's just perfect how they work, these guys. And as I say, you know, Stephanie, I think once you get your head around this one was very stubborn, the GA, but it's bound by the same rules, and I think it's probably because that's a red yellow. You know, and you can see with the GU how it's struggling a bit, whereas the GU was flying, right? GJ, sorry. It's a red yellow. This one struggled to go up because this daily was a red yellow. You know, and maybe, you know, if you come up against them guys, maybe just don't go against them. Look for the trade with them. Maybe 15-minute orange line. If you must trade them. Okay? If not, look for a pair that makes a bit more sense. But again, this is about the blues, and you know what, basically what I was telling you all on the Thursday was going to happen. I told you this was going to happen. This was just, you know, when this happens like this, guys, and it happens, in my opinion, I don't know, 90 plus times out of 100 this will happen when these big blues appear. Okay, it's just picking the right entry point. And as I say, Stephanie, if you look at it and say, all right, I'm going to use 15-minute second moves, like Hans is doing, and I'm pretty sure you'll win every day doing this. Okay, right, so we'll crack on, but just watch this, guys. This was, I came on, and I think it's a little bit later on, somewhere around 11 o'clock. Or was it about 20 past? Yeah, it's another 3 candles, I think, 3 or 4 candles before it went. Okay, but I was in, you know, second move. I was like, first move, I think it might have come down a bit more, second move, and then the next move I'm in. Okay, and eventually 65 pip move to the 1 hour orange line. Yeah, it doubled up here. Do you remember? It's a second move here. Look down. So on the next hour, 11. Let's get to 11 o'clock. Are we at 11 o'clock now? Right, this candle here, it will go on. Okay. And Hans, Stephanie, This is what Hans waited for. He had this here, Steph. Right? He ignored it, let that bounce happen. And then, because we were outside 4 hours, saying, I'll wait till 11 to see what we get. And we got correlating 1 hour blues. So Hans was ready here now. Steph, look, right on here. This is, I think this is one of Hans's 3 trades that he took on this move down, because he knew it was going to the 1 hour orange line, Steph. Right, we'll also keep an eye on that GA. Yeah. There. He took something there. Okay, look, GA just going, look. Again, it's just being patient, Stephanie, using the blues to your advantage. Okay, and if you can say to yourself, well, if I've got blues, I'm just, you know, like with that GU up, Stephanie, I'm going to pause again here before we go further, right? With this GU up off the 1 hour orange line here, you didn't need to wait for a second move, because it's a 1 hour orange line going with a really strong bias. So you didn't need to wait for a second move. But because you're now thinking, oh, well, I can use this blue and go against that setup for my second trade, then you wait for a 15-minute second move like Hans did here, and that'll go to the 1 hour orange line. I pointed it out just as I was going out the door. I pointed the last thing I did before MT took me off the control was I pointed out that this and this got to the 1 hour orange line. That one we saw in the room, because I was on when this happened. That was my exit. 65 pip move I made there, guys. Again, Stephanie, look how it turned there for Hans. Right, so that's how the best way to use the blues, Stephanie. Right, but always remember, Stephanie, the movement here is the same here. It will hit orange lines, bounce. It will hit BB bands, bounce. Okay, then like with this one, you were well outside daily, and you had big time frame blues, so it's going to come back in big, and that was the destination. That's what I spoke about the day before. Okay, but it continues, right? And it often happens this because it's that stronger base. But where from? Where will this continue to go up from? That's all you think, right? 1 hour orange line, probably, because it's a strong bias. Okay, now watch this, and again, Stephanie, I think it was a second move. So you weren't in this one, Steph. You thought, no, because we're turning back again, I'll ignore this, even though you could have been in this. It's a 1 hour orange line, okay, with a strong bias. All right, so you could have been in there, right? Again, look at this. Look at that. How that one turned. You know? Right, so I'll just flick on quickly. I'm dying of a cold here. There you go. Look, Steph, you see it? You waited for that next candle to open on the 15-minute time frame. Remember, you started getting momentum. Second move, 15-minute time frame off the 1 hour orange line. Yes, you're right. Sometimes, you know, this is just a small bounce, but you have the option here of either getting in or leaving it, basically. You know, it's entirely up to you. To me, it was a really strong bias, so that would have been worth the risk here. Okay, and just to show you what it did, that move there, Stephanie, was about 60 pips. You would have easily got a 40 pipper in there. So we're looking at today, Stephanie, Friday, right? And this is without compounding, darling. This is why I say, if you're going to keep up in your lot size, right, you'd have had this one off the flipped up 5-minute BB band there, 1 hour orange line. Easily got a 50 pip move in there. This one here, second move down to the 1 hour orange line, easily got 30 pips there, 80 pips. And this one here, you'd have easily got 40. Okay, Steph, again, that was the second move. That was the second move. That was the first move with the flow off a flipped up BB band. Okay, and Steph, seriously, darling, and I know I'm keep speaking to you here. You can do this. It's all about patience, and if you're unsure on the blues, right, just listen to what I say when I mention them in the chat, because I pretty much did call this all the way to the 8-hour orange line. Okay, and as I say, darling, you know, you don't have to use the first move, so you might have missed out on that one. But this one you knew had blue protection, so you would have taken that. This one you knew was a trending move, or yeah, really strong bias move, so you would have taken the second move there. You'd have had two nice trades in. Okay, Steph, guys, again, you know, we'll just have a look at the videos, because basically, you know, I've mentioned the two setups in the past, and it's flipped BB bands and blues. Okay, basically, and it's just accepting that you might have to take a second move with these two setups, especially when it comes to them being on the long-term time frames. And again, guys, remember, the bigger the time frame, the bigger the move is going to be. Okay, when you see an 8-hour broken BB band and the move's going right, that's an 8-hour candle. It could go for 3 or 4 hours before it wants to reverse. So just think how many possible trades you can have off the 15-minute time frame on that. Okay, I'd be looking for 2 after the first move. I'd be looking for the second move and the third move, definitely. All right. Okay, guys. So you know, I can't really say much more on this. As I say, it basically is all about the LTs. It's always been about the LTs, and again, you know, I'll just show you on here. If you need to wait for them because it's broken a daily BB band, or you know, an 8-hour BB band, then so be it, because you will still get your trades in after it. You've seen there with the GU, you know, it broke the daily, and look what it did. Second move here, eventually. This one was a third move there. Big one. If you look at that, look at it that way. Okay, and it's all come because you hit the 1-hour orange line, it bounced, then it went to the 4-hour orange line, it bounced, then it went to the 8-hour orange line, it bounced there, and then it went to the daily orange line. You understand, guys? And that's all because you broke the daily BB band, and I know this red was here, and that was definitely interest rates, definitely that caused that. I mean, if you look at the UCAT, completely smashed, and I think I mentioned to ET that this was going to break this weekly BB band today because that was red yellow. Oh, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to call it a day on this. All right, but anyway, Stephanie, you have any problems reading the blues, right, just shout out and I'll show you. Okay, it's yes, as I say, sometimes, you know, you'll have a red yellow daily super like you did on the what do you call it there, on the UCAD, in which case I will say to you, right, well, it's probably going to go to the 1-hour orange line and then go down, and that, you know, Stephanie, is exactly what it did there. But from the 1-hour orange line, you're thinking, okay, what setup have I got? All right, well, you had a flip down BB band here, so you're not on it, so you could have said, right, okay, I'm not sure, so I'll second move it, bang, bounce, wait for the next candle to start. There you go. Okay, oh, well, I get a third move, yeah, okay, 15-minute orange line, or flip down 5-minute BB band, bang, there you go. Okay, all right, darling. You know, as I say, Stephanie, if you get stuck again, just ask, right? Because you've been around a long time now, Stephanie, and I think you understand these. I think it's just the blues confuse you a little, because they don't react straight away. Sometimes they don't react straight away. Okay, but again, Steph, you know, just ask, and the way to use them, Stephanie, is using the second move on the 15-minute time frame, or rule 2. Okay, And I think if you migrated to these charts here, Stephanie, for your entries, that would be calmer for you. Plus, I think, you know, if you utilize the second moves like I mentioned here on this one, I mean, look, bounced and then went through the 1 hour orange line to the 1 hour BB band. And again, this is going higher, definitely. It's probably, this GA is probably going to do what the GU did. Okay, bounce here up to the 4 hour orange line, bounce up to the 8 hour orange line. Okay, and again, you know, those blues were there for a while. Took a second move on the 1 hour time frame to get it going. 15-minute low. But like NT was saying, you know, even if you got in here, you just still made pips there. Got in here, still made pips there. But then eventually, boom. Okay, and as I say, that was a 65 pip move for me wherever I got in. I'm not sure if it was this candle here, this candle. I don't think it was that one. I think it was a bit later. Anyway, 65 pip move all the way to the 1 hour orange line. All right, darling. As I say, Steph, if you need help, just throw it out and I'll give you help. But again, I'll just go back to these videos here, Stephanie. You know, flipped LTBB bands. You seem to be doing okay with that one. All right, I think it was the blues that buggered you up, but they work the same way if you use second moves, 15-minute second moves with them, Steph. So basically, this video here and this one that I'm making now, which we'll call LT blues and 15-minute second moves, right? Just so you can easily browse those two videos. Okay, darling.